We're ready. Even though I really wasn't ready, we're ready. Auntie is here. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. It's not cute not knowing, and now we're going to know why the heck am I so late. Let's get the I had a rough day. I did. The system had gone down in the studio, and nobody could figure out what was going on. I couldn't do any work. I said, you got to finish your Thanksgiving shopping. So I got up, finished my Thanksgiving shopping and some errands I had to do and kid stuff I had to do. And then I came back. And that's why I am so late in getting started. I apologize. But I did. I had one of those days. Then I don't know how I did it, but I hurt my wrist. I didn't fall. No, I didn't fall. I think I must have placed my hand down wrong in the car, and it just started hurting. And I said, not the week of Thanksgiving when we got to do all this cooking. But I did. Auntie had a rough day. But I had to get to you because there is so much to talk about. Come on in for the big hair, the curls, and the scoop. We're going to start with Bishop T.D. Jakes. What exactly is going on at the Potter's house? What's going on with Bishop T.D. Jakes? Yesterday, there was some type of medical emergency that they won't say what it is. His handlers at the church, they all gathered around and they're praying around. It appeared like he had what some people get before the stroke, a TSI, like trans-systematic. It's just something, it's like a warning. It's like a tremor, letting you know it's a big earthquake coming. They wouldn't say if that was it, but from the way he was acting with the speech and going down, it was troublesome, to say the least, to watch him. They did say he had been suffering from exhaustion, so maybe the bishop got to get some rest. A lot of people are speculating that he's caught up in this whole Diddy scandal. I ain't trying to hear that conversation because I don't want to hear nothing about him being involved. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear it. I don't think that that's it, but he has lost membership at the Potter's house. At one point, the camera had scanned the congregation. Well, there were a lot of seats that were not filled. At one time, the Potter's house was so crowded because thousands on thousands would go to the Potter's house, and that would just look like hundreds. So, is losing membership, is that what's on his mind? Not having that tithe money. One of the leading televangelists is Bishop T.D. Jakes. What is going on? I tell you one thing. You worship God, not man. Man makes mistakes every day. Everybody just don't see him. I'm not saying that he did nothing, but you worship God, not man. Let's keep Bishop Jakes in prayer. It was troubling. Maybe he needs to get some rest, but there is something going on. Cat Williams, he has bought a former Alabama military base. He is going to be launching a movie studio. Yes, Cat Williams, the comedian, the movie mogul. That is going to be his next step. We only do one Diddy story a week. His latest bid to get out of jail, to get bail. He promised the judge he would just stay on a private island, until the trial. If he could just, get bail. Reality hasn't set in for him. He ain't getting no bail, and he ain't getting out of jail. Look at me rhyming. He not getting out of jail. No time soon, if ever. But he offered to just go somewhere on a private island and live. Okay. Nick Cannon, when he was married to Mariah Carey, they're the parents of twins. And everyone wondered, why y'all break up? What happened? Then he went on to have 8 or 10 more kids. Nick Cannon says when he was married to Mariah Carey, she treated him like a dog. He had to carry a purse. He had to carry the diaper bag. Nick, was that it? And then he mentioned her trouble in keeping a man. Now, he didn't have to throw that little parting shot. But she hasn't really, like, dated. Not since the Brian guy, the dancer. But Nick Cannon talking about ex-wife Mariah Carey. Did you guys go to the movies this weekend? Boy, was it a money-making weekend between Gladiator 2 and Wicked, breaking all records from a Broadway musical to the big screen ever. Wicked broke record after record after record worldwide. Both the movies did extremely well. Which one did you see? Did you see them both? Did you see just one? What did you like? Wicked Part 2 is opening in theaters next year, next November. And because it's doing great numbers at the box office, look for it to start streaming on the Peacock Network the first part of the year. Speaking of first parts of the year, the Luther Vandross documentary is airing on New Year's Day on CNN and HBO Max. We lost some noticeable people. Friday morning, we lost Harry Williams of Bloodstone. Go on and cry. How does it feel? Outside woman. Never let you go. We go a long way back. Natural High. Great songs. Harry Williams was a founding member of Bloodstone, and even though he had health challenges during these past few years, he would get in that wheelchair and he would sing, and he still had that high falsetto voice, and he had been sick for a while, and this year had been particularly rough for Harry. Harry Williams of Bloodstone died at his home in Kansas City at the age of 80. We also lost a hip-hop legend. TJ Swan was part of the Juice Crew with Big Daddy Kane, Marley Marl, Roxanne Shante, Biz Markie. When you think of the songs, Put Your Music Where Your Mouth Is, that was TJ Swan singing Nobody Beats the Biz. TJ Swan was 57 years old. We also lost game show host Chuck Woolery, who was the original host of Wheel of Fortune. He went on to do The Love Connection. Chuck Woolery was 83 years old. Lizzo shocking everybody. So far, she's taken a shot. She's on Ozempic. She has lost 100 pounds. I think she's going to try to lose another 100. She will look so much. She's going to look so different. She looks different now. I think at her heaviest, she was 350, but she's lost 100 pounds, and she is showing off the weight loss. She's always beautiful, but when you see her now, it's like, wow. I think the thing that bothered people about Lizzo, I don't think it was her being heavy. I think it was the twerking and the wearing the thongs in public. And it was like, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. But, 2025, the all-new Lizzo is coming. How many of you watched the Mike Tyson fight with Jake Paul on Netflix? Before the fight, Mike Tyson was walking around with his butt out, had some outfit his butt out. Well, he's been offered a job in the Mail Review, and they are offering him a lot of money to join the Mail Review. Sad news on behalf of Wendy Williams. She has that aphasia, the same thing that Bruce Willis has, and it robs you of your ability to speak, and you're just like in a daze all the time. She's dealing with the alcohol-related Alzheimer's. Her guardian, the lady that we're all asking, excuse me, ma'am, where's the money? We're all asking that question. She has made a statement saying that Wendy Williams is permanently incapacitated. That aphasia is dreadful and awful. When you look at Bruce Willis, now you see what happened with Wendy Williams, a woman who had the most spectacular career and voice, and for her to be in this condition. I wonder when the guardian will step away, and when will her son take over as permanent caregiver. Jonathan Majors, the ex-girlfriend has dropped the assault and defamation lawsuit. She done all derailed his career. He was found guilty. He had to take domestic violence classes. He had to be on probation. He lost the big Disney roles. She dropped the lawsuit. Okay, Grace, after you totally derailed his career, now she drops the assault and defamation lawsuit. Kendrick Lamar, who's performing with him halftime at the Super Bowl in New Orleans? The rumor I'm hearing is SZA. I don't know if it's going to be SZA. Do you think she'd be a good choice? It won't be just Kendrick Lamar on that stage, but who do you think will be performing with Kendrick at the Super Bowl? Jason Kelce, Travis's brother, the former Eagle, is coming to late night TV starting January 3rd on ESPN. They call it Late Night with Jason Kelce. Should be really good. I'm sure he's going to do very good. It's a limited run, and it will happen starting in January up until the Super Bowl in February. It's not cute not knowing. I had a heck of a day today. But I love you guys. Had a lot too, and I said I gotta come back. We gotta do something. We just can't wait until Tuesday. So we're here. Thanks so much. I love you guys. I guess you could say it's dedication. Being away, for a couple of days just makes me say I'm itching to do what I love. It's Big Scoop. It's Big Hair. It's pop culture. It's laughs and wisdom. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture.